the day together, hanging out, whatever, and then we sort of parted ways, and I like ran into my friend Laura Beth, and we hung out, and then Mark like texted me 3 times and called me and whatever, and she's like, "What's going on? You have a boyfriend now? What's happening?" I'm like, "No, it's just Mark. He's just my friend, whatever, it's fine." And then I just started thinking about it. I'm like, have I had a boyfriend? Have I ever had a boyfriend? Were there stirrings of homosexuality early on that I was not aware of and sort of, dismissed because, I turned into this amazing rocking lesbian. It's all evolution, it all happens. And then I really started thinking about it. I was like, okay, let me think. Boyfriends, huh? Well, there was Trey. And Trey and I met in preschool.
Nice to meet you.
Trey was sort of like, the spazzy kid. He probably had ADD or HGTV or something. And Mrs. Newmeyer, our teacher, this is like one of my earliest memories. I remember she noticed that Trey would follow me around class, and he always made sure his carpet square was by mine at nap time. And she pulled me aside one day, and she's like, Brandy, with a Y. Would you mind helping me with Trey? He acts up in class and whatever, and if he has a moment, could you just help quiet him down and whatever? And I'm like, sure, Mrs. N, whatever you want, I got it. And sure enough, that particular day, because I remember when I was 4, Trey decided that it would be fun to chuck plastic dinosaurs at Karen D'Annunzio's head, and I was like, dude, chill. Learn an alphabet. Pay attention. What do you have? You have A, B, C, D, F, L, M. No, dude, that's totally wrong. It's A, B, C, D, E, and L comes way later. Way later. Totally does, right? It comes way later. And so Trey was my first little dude, bro guy, or whatever, and I think that was. And one of the greatest things that Trey ever introduced me to, in fact, one of my favorite culinary delights, was spaghetti sandwiches. Seriously, spaghetti on white bread. It was the 70s. We took carbs and we shoved them into carbs. That would explain why I'm shaped like an eggplant. And I really don't blame Trey. I really don't. I blame the sandwiches. I do, but they're so good. Especially now I make them with garlic bread and I put them together and I put them in my toaster oven. So good. And then there was Chipster, the Chippy Meister, the Chippy. His name was Charles Corwin, and he was Chip because his dad was also Charles Corwin, so it made him that chip off the old block. And 70s. Shut up. Our families used to go camping together. And what I remember most is that Chip and I both had the same Dorothy Hamill haircut. And every time we went camping, it would rain. And I'm not just talking, rain, but I'm talking monsoon, downpour, tsunami rain. So Chip and I spent a lot of time playing in puddles and making mud pies and, basically being wet and dirty. And then, easy, we're 7, calm down. There was one thing that popped in my memory was I had these hot pink jeans with strawberries on the knees, and Chip loved those jeans, super loved them. And then I sort of remember that my mud pies weren't exactly always right with Chip. Chip was they're uneven and they're lopsided, they're the wrong weight and the wrong size, and you have to cut it like this and you have to do that. And then I really started to think that maybe Chip was my first gay boyfriend. That we were gay bees together. And then down the street there was Danny. Now Danny had Down syndrome. He was my friend.
That's so
fun.
fun.
I didn't know about Down syndrome. I just thought, sometimes one of his eyes looked over there. And whatever. And he thought I was awesome. He thought I was Wonder Woman. He was Superman, and we spent a lot of time wearing capes and running around. And we played a lot of Weeble Wobbles. I remember that too. But there was this one time we were climbing trees, and the branch cracked under me, and I fell to the ground, and the wind got knocked out of me. And when that happens, don't know if it's happened to you, you can't make a noise, you can't breathe. all that happened, tears were streaming out of my face. And all I can remember is Danny going to get help, wearing his cape with his arms outstretched like this. Danny saved me. So when we moved, I asked my mom if it was okay if I gave Danny my Weeble Wobble treehouse set. Because I love the Weeble Wobbles, but I think I love Danny a little bit more. I know. That's the tender part. I know. So we moved, and next door was Angelo. And Angelo and I sort of had a bridge over Terabithia kind of relationship. I mean, nobody died, but somebody could have. Angelo's dad was in the mob. Oh yes. No one in his house spoke English except Angelo. Everyone spoke Italian, and he lived with his grandmother, who sort of reminded me of the witch from the Snow White movie, all gnarled and wore black and all the time with a snaggletooth. And we're not really sure what happened, but my sister did something one day, and the old woman slapped her across the face. Oh, my mother lost her cannoli. She went bad shit, scooped us up, and I never got to live Angelo again. And I still think he has my Legos. That bastard.
Not cool.
I know. How's it going? Is it going all right? Having a good time? How's it doing? Halfway through. Okay, so now we segue into sort of prepubescence, puberty's on the way. I'm in middle school, and there's this kid named Joey. And Joey and I are the fat kids. So we spend recess inside drawing battleships together. There was this one day he put his hand on my knee, and I was like, dude, is there a bug in my leg? What's going on? What are you doing? I have no idea what's happening. And then the summer before 7th grade, Joey discovered Aerosmith and free weights, lost 40 pounds, and didn't talk to me when he came back to school. Asshat.
Yes, forever.
So yeah, a couple years went by. I spent pretty much the first 2 years of high school pretending I was invisible. I'm really good at that. And then, being a junior, I was like, this freaking sucks, this is stupid, I'm awesome, I should, get out and do something and meet more people or whatever. So I thought, extracurricular. What do I go out and do? I become the manager of the football team. Oh no, I'm not gay. No. That's what every 17-year-old girl wants to do. I got a uniform with these red shorts and this polo white shirt that said manager on it. And I had 2 duties. And that was to stand by the coach and write down the plays as he called them out. And during timeouts, I would grab these giant water bottle things and run out onto the field to give all the boys refreshments, Gatorade, whatever. Now, if you're dating someone who's not going to pop the question, ladies, I say get them as dehydrated as possible and then hand them a Fiji water bottle. Because I got more marriage proposals in high school from running water out to these hot, sweaty boys that just wanted to keel over and die. They never did in natural life or whatever. But that was the thing too, though. It wasn't I sort of became their mascot. And then they found out I could drink. Oh my God, I was so popular. And then I just thought, they were just Brandy's the best, blah, blah, blah. They took me to homecoming and prom, but just, I was bros. And then, and that was fine because right about the same time, the cheerleaders found out I was funny and invited me over for sleepovers. So basically, it was one man for me.